Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just want to see if anybody has any thoughts on what my next step should be to turning this into a reef tank. It's been set up like this for about 6 months now. I moved some rocks, I replumbed some stuff, and now everything is exactly where I would like it. I didn't originally plan on this being a reef tank, but now that it's all set up, I think it's kind of boring. I do like it. It's just, I'm originally a freshwater guy, aquarium guy. And, with freshwater aquariums, it's very bright and greens and reds and saltwater right here. This tank the fish are very bright, but the tank is boring. So, I want to turn it into a reef tank. I think some soft corals growing over here, or just swaying in the wind, or not the wind, in the water. Would look very, very pretty. The problem is, I'm not here all the time, so I was hoping if I could find a system, I only dose it once or twice a week, because I know I can't get by with no dosing at all. Hopefully I'm wrong and somebody says, hey, you don't know what you're talking about, you can absolutely turn this into a reef tank without dosing all the time with your ferts. School me. I don't know. I've read a lot of forums and all this, and I'm not trying to get into a very strict regimen with this particular tank. I used a flourish line on my freshwater tanks, and it's basically every day I have to dose it with something else. Now it does look beautiful, and I do see the the payoffs in it, but I don't have the time for this one. But I'm bored with it. So what can I do to make this more sexy, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. I think I want to turn it into a reef tank. I believe I have everything, so I got my 3 LEDs, I got my blue LED here in the middle, and then I got my white and reds. I got live rock in there, I got sand, I got, here's the back. Here's my hang-on back filter. I think most of my stuff was made by Reef. That's their protein skimmer, works unbelievable. You can tell by looking at this. If I put the camera right up to it, you can't see through that water for nothing. That is some nasty shit. So there's the bottom of it. You can see the bubbles working great. It's gonna go up, and if this was clean, you'd see it just. But you don't. Anyways, there's my cooler, because my temperature was running about 80 degrees in the tank, and that's too hot for salt water. So we got the Aqua Euro cooler, and now it keeps at 75 to 76. There is my sump right there. This was a freshwater tank back in the past, and I converted it into saltwater. So I know I don't need the bioballs if anybody's going to comment on that, but it's not going to hurt if anything. It's not going to hurt anything either. So one day if I ever want to go back to salt water, it's already here. So there's my, filter pad right here. I got 3 reactors right here. The first one's, what do I have? First one I got Phosguard. The second one I have activated carbon, and the third one I have denitrate back there, and the only one that is coming up is my Phosguard, so the balls move like they do. Okay. I got 3 blue line pumps right here. The bigger of the 3 is the 40X, that's the 1-inch output right here. That's coming to my protein skimmer, and then the other 2 are 30s, and they're not the X models. And the one's going to my return, and then the other one's going to my 3 reactors over here. So that's my setup. I already got my saltwater mixing station right here, and that's working fine. I just usually keep it full for when I do my saltwater changes. Put that cap on, and I push it right back under there, and then just let it do its thing. And then I made a little nifty wall panel right here, because nobody wants to see that shit, you know what I mean? I don't ever mess with the LED controllers once it's set. There's my power stuff. So put that back. We'll make it look like it's a little window. We're not fooling anybody, but it's pretty. So that's my setup right there. I want to turn this into a reef tank. Shoot, guys, help me out. See what I got to do next. Shoot me in the right direction.